In this video, we are going to show you how to quickly get set up for the new academic year by creating classes, adding new students and deleting old classes. Start by logging into LanguageNut using your usual login details. And then you need to head to the admin area by clicking on the icon in the top left of the screen. Once you are in the admin area, you are going to click on the Classes tab at the top to show you a list of the classes that are currently set up on the platform for your school. Once here, you can see a list of all the classes set up for your school, or you can click on the Show Only My Classes tab to filter to just see the classes that are assigned to you. You can see here a list of the classes that you are assigned to as the teacher. To set up a new class for the new academic year, click New Class. The first step is to give your class a name. We recommend including the academic year as part of the class name so you can differentiate from classes set up in the past. Then click Next. You can then copy and paste the names of your students into that box here. You will need to include students' full names. This can be done either first name, then surname, or surname, then first name. Then click Next. You can then select the product that you would like students to access, for example secondary or primary. You will only see here the resources that your school has subscribed to. You can then select the language that you would like the class to be assigned to. Again, you will only see here the languages that your school has subscribed to. You can select one language, multiple languages, or leave the option open to all languages. Students will only be able to access resources in the language that you have assigned to the class. Finally, you need to select the teachers to be assigned to that class using the drop-down box here. You can assign multiple teachers to the same class. So if you have a partner teacher or you share a class, then both teachers can set assignments to the students. We then need to click Next to complete the process. The class is now set up on the platform, and there's a pop-up that asks you if you would like to download your student logins, and you can click Yes to download these in a handy PDF format. These can then be distributed to the students in the class. Student usernames and passwords are automatically generated by the platform. Students will not be able to change their username or password, but you can always find them here on the platform if students ever forget or lose their login details. Let's return to the Classes tab at the top. Of course, it could be that you're adding a class of students who have used the platform before, and you would like those students to keep their same login details as well as their assignment history. For example, moving students up from Year 7 to their new Year 8 class. We still recommend following the same steps to create a new class, as the platform will find existing students on the platform. Let's look at how that would work. The first step is to click on Create a new class, and then type in the name of the class. Again, we recommend including the academic year in the name. Click Next. And now copy and paste the names of the students into the box. Click Next. You can see here that the platform has recognised the names of those students who have used LanguageNut before, and you have the choice of making new accounts for the students, or you can add existing students to the platform. You can do this on an individual student basis, or you can use the Make All New or Add All Existing options at the top. To create the class using existing student logins, you can click Add All Existing. This way, students will keep the same usernames and passwords as last year, and they will also keep any history of previous activities and assignments. Then follow the same steps as before. You can choose the product that you would like students to access. You can then choose the language or languages that you'd like students to access, or leave this open to all languages. And finally, you can select the teacher or teachers that you would like to be assigned to that class. Then click Next to finish the setup process. And you can then download the logins for the class. The students that have used LanguageNut before will keep the same username and password, but it might be helpful to give students a reminder at the beginning of the new year. Because the platform recognises students that are already set up on the platform, it means you can have students in multiple classes with the same login details. So if you have dual linguists in your school, for example, they can use the same details for both their languages. I'll just show you again how that works. Click on New Class and type in the name of your class, making sure to include the academic year in the name. Then copy and paste the names of the students into the box and click Next. You can see on this screen that some of those students are already on the platform. In this case, they are set up in an EAL class already. So again, you can choose to create new accounts for them by clicking Make New, or you can click Add Existing. We would recommend choosing the Add Existing Students option, as it's less confusing for students to have a single login to remember. You can then choose the product, choose the language, and choose the teacher that you would like to assign to that class. You can then see that students have one login details, one username and one password to access both their classes. When those students log in, they will then see the option to choose from the resources that are assigned to them. So in this case, either EAL or primary. Finally, you can delete old classes to make it easier to monitor and view your current classes. Where we have included the academic year in the name of our class, it's really easy to see which classes we need to keep and which we would like to delete. To delete an old class, simply click on the bin icon on the right-hand side of each class. Clicking on this button will not delete any of the student accounts, it will just delete that class grouping. All students' accounts, along with any activity and any assignment history, will remain on the platform, so you can then delete your old classes. So you now only have classes set up for the current academic year. Thank you for watching our video on how to set up your classes for the new academic year. If you do have any questions, then please do get in touch with us by emailing customer support@languagenut.com. Thank you.